right. We might be live. I think. I hope. Let's put it that way. I think I can get the link for the stream and put it out there for the people. Just a second, and then we can get going, my friends. How the hell do I find my stream's link? I'll see you guys coming in just a second, I assume. Chat will be there. Yes. And then live control panel. We can have that there too. All Gucci. All right. Finally. Here I am. Let's do this, my friends. Let's put that in there. There we go. Hey, Ian, how you doing? Sorare, Joel, how you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome, my friends. Nice to have you guys in here. Nice to have people jump in. As we approach a game week, which could be a little bit of a slippery slope. A couple of things that we need to talk through due to some of my possible top matchups rather being injured or being players that could be at risk of not playing. So I'm going to need your guys' help. This was the initial draft I put up. And we're going to run through a new set of lineups together and hopefully find out what is the best one to go ahead and do, because I think I had my lineups. Let me show you guys here. Back when we did this the last time, was it game week 441? I think this was the one where we did it together live on stream, and it turned out quite decent. 2 tier 2s, 1 tier 3. The tier 2 was a Champion Europe rare one. Allstar rare was the tier 3. And then Cap 240 rare, I got myself the Threshold. And then somewhere else, I apparently won something. Wait. No, Cap 240 was only the reward. Sorry. 1 tier 2, 1 tier 3. Okay. Vehement sadly out. Exactly. So we need to talk about a few of these things. And we also need to look at the likes of Jude and Vinny possibly not playing, because if we go back to yesterday on Thursday, we can see that the Copa del Rey round of 16 was played. It went into extra time, and Jude and Vinny have seemingly been playing so many minutes, and I don't like that. So Jude looks like he got 120 something minutes, Vinicius as well. So we're in a spot where some of my best players with the best matchups could not be playing. And then you also have Griezmann, who also could easily be rotated, even though he scored a ridiculous goal, like absolutely nutty goal that he scored. He also played the full match length. So we're looking at a couple of players that might need replacing and might need like de-risking. Let's put it that way. So let's dive into the lineup builder and do it together. Let me know which competition are you guys prioritizing as we speak? Which one are you prioritizing going into this game week? What is the place you want to be most successful in? And then we can also touch on the subject of my current plans when it comes to the Champion Europe striker forward. I was thinking about that for quite a while. Currently, I have, as you guys can see, there's 1.6k or 1.7k, 0.73 ETH, which is a range where you can already get a couple of really good Champion Europe forwards. There is one specific player I have on my mind that I want to make a move for today. But we'll see what happens there. I haven't made my mind up. I'll show you guys once it happens. I don't want to spoil it. But generally speaking, let's dive into the lineup builders and see what we can put together. Jonathan, nice to see you. Cap T40, super rare. Okay. Vinny, Grease, and Jude in the same lineup then as a risky lineup. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. So where do I put those guys? Where do I put the risky lads? Because I only have 2 rare goalkeepers playing. In Manuel Neuer with a great matchup, and Alisson Becker with a matchup where Liverpool could concede. But then again, They might be playing a little bit more defensively due to the fact that Trent isn't there. So the back line might be a little bit more stable. It comes down to like who plays though. We'll see what happens. But yeah, like in terms of rare goalkeepers, or do I pop those guys into cap 240? I mean, that just sounds insane to me. We could put in, who do I put in here? By the way, Nico Williams has been heavily linked to Feyenoord lately. Interesting one, to say the least. As always, prioritizing Allstar and under 23. Okay. I feel like a lot less people have been prioritizing under 23. How are the price pools looking for that? If we go into under 23 rare, what do we have? In rare, you have only 2 stars at the top. Who are the stars? Jude, Erling, Chevalier, Vinny. Oh, Vinny is behind Chevalier. That's interesting. And then if you go down to the bottom of it, Phil Foden, Kvaratskhelia, Cole Palmer, Jevan Diouf. Cole Palmer goes for like 300 euros. Phil Foden goes for like 280. A star under 23 goes for like 280 euros. That is nuts, bro. That's in rare. That is in rare. Wow. A risky 240 could make sense if they start. A 4-man threshold is almost locked. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. So in terms of the lowest rated defender I have, it's Otamendi, then Jude, then Vinny, and Griezmann. I can't even fit these guys into a 4-man 240, bro. Oh, they're too good for a 4-man 240. How about a 4-man 270? I don't even think we can make it in there, can we? I'm just checking. I'm not necessarily going to pop these guys in here, but Otamendi, Jude, Vinny. Can we make it? No, not even there. I can't even fit them into a 4-man 270. So their L15s are too high. Jonathan, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. I see Nico smashing it in the Eredivisie. I think so too. I think Nico Williams, especially offensively, could be nuts in the Eredivisie. Cameron, nice to see you. Rickard, I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. Okay, let's start off with the most important one. I think it's the All-Star Super Rare that I want to start off with. And let's go through it step by step. So, in terms of goalkeeper, I have Feyenoord with a 50% clean sheet possibility. And then I have Gaza up against Sevilla without Aleix Garcia. I don't know how I feel about it. I was kind of thinking, how about we play Gaza and Blind Super Rares in Champion Europe Rare Plus as the risky lineup. And we then also put in Jude and Vinny and Griezmann. When he starts against weaker teams, he usually scores well. Also potentially on sets. That's true. Yeah, you're right. Bro, as this game week was about to like start and people were putting in the predictions, Sandy Lamans was like 30% predicted to start. I was like, whoa, what is happening here? That would have been something, wouldn't it? But yeah, who would you guys start? Bilo or Gaza? Bilo, PSV not dropping any points. Feyenoord have to win. Their last game was a big letdown. I would fully assume that most people would probably go with my Feyenoord stack in here, right? So my idea initially was to go Justin, Lucharel. Yeah, keep the Feyenoord stack together. Finally getting my summer team strong and ready. Can't wait to see how the summer will go. Hey. I haven't done anything for the summer, man. I think it's going to be once again a period where I just prepare. Especially because it's probably the period where I'm going to move. I will have plenty stuff to do anyways. So it's probably the right timing for me. Sven Meinans, 65% expected to play. He was not even part of the training sessions. He was training individually in the gym, I read. But it's beautiful to see him possibly back. That'd be amazing. Morning, Johnny. Bilo for me against the poor Vitesse side. Yeah, I agree with you. I'll try to prepare for Europe during the summer with rewards and such. Okay. So in midfield, obviously we got to go Quinten. I think we go Feyenoord stack. And then the question is, do we go full Feyenoord stack to then have Schlotterbeck and Julian Brandt available for a semi-stack in a Champion Year Rare Plus or an All-Star Rare Plus? What do you guys say? Because Köln is up against Cologne, who are like one of the worst teams out there at the moment. But I do believe they sacked their coach, so I don't know how things are going to go for them. I don't think Mainz is fit. Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't know why he's on 65% there. I play Brandt and Schlotti together. Yeah. I finished my summer prep. Need to get 11 thresholds for 100% ROI, and then I'll buy under 23 rare European players with the money. Interesting. I think the under 23 move... It's... it really comes down to like how much of a star the top player there is. Like under 23, Mbappe was in there and everyone was going after it, right? Everyone was just trying to win Mbappe. Now it's everyone is trying to win Jude. So there is the possibility of winning the best prize. But I think if you play under 23 rare and not rare plus, your chances of winning a Jude are quite diminished. And then below Jude, there's no one that really compares. Remember, AZ also just sacked their coach. Always a risk. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's also true. Could pick up a Henderson. I have a Henderson, Jonathan. I thought I actually let him go. I couldn't find him in my gallery. But then someone sent me an offer for my Henderson. And I was like, huh? So I did type in Henderson in here. He didn't pop up last time. So there might have been an issue as they maybe like reallocated him to Ajax or something. But back then I bought him for the collection for like 39 euros. Now he's selling for like 120. That's going to be a good card. That Jordan Henderson in the Eredivisie, I truly believe he's going to be a great card. So I'm very happy that the collection in that sense is really paying out. And Barrios actually got subbed on. Pablo Barrios got subbed on in the cup. So beautiful to see him back and playing again because he was injured. Vinicius, Rodrigo, and Haaland are pretty good stars. The thing is, I think if we look at, in terms of like stars, I mean the values, I guess. Not necessarily. So the carrot that they're dangling in front of you as they try to entice you to play in certain divisions. So if we go by rare value in under 23 and we show floor price, I don't think anyone pays. Does anyone actually pay 2K for Bulka? Surely not. Yeah, he has not been selling in like the past, what, 6 months? Wow. Okay, so yeah, his last price. So that price is completely wrong. Vlahovic has always been up here. It seems like no one ever buys him. I don't know what it is. Is it a glitch or something? But in terms of value, we're looking at Jude at 1,700 euros. And then there's immediately like a 500 euro drop to Haaland, even more possibly. And then you're looking at a bunch of goalkeepers who are just naturally quite high in value. And then you have Wirtz, Vinny. Vinny's up there with 1,000. It's just like there's a big gap. So the biggest player you can win, Jude, being in that first position, playing under 23 rare, I wonder if and how often he has actually been given out in the past game weeks. So if we go game week 441, let me see if it actually gets given out in under 23 rare. So that was Chevalier in game week 441. Zion Suzuki, oh, 439. 437. Xavi Simmons. So if you play just the rare, your chances of actually winning the top prize are quite low. How about under 23 rare pro? How many people did actually get a Jude in there? I mean, I got one, which I'm extremely satisfied with. So Bukayo Saka in 441. 439. 123 rare plus. Art Verbruggen. Ugh. That would be a tough prize to win. He gets rotated a lot, doesn't he? 123 rare plus. Musiala. Even there, bro. The guy, like, they barely seem to be giving him out. What the hell? Okay, under 23 rare plus. Haaland win by Professor Techers. Let's go. 433. But then again, these are game weeks, which some of these are like in the winter break. So I'm assuming not many people were actually winning the top prizes. So going a bit further back into like December. That's mad that he barely ever gets given out. Wow. Go into auctions and offers. You can see trades for the Nice keeper. Oh, you can? Oh, I mean, oh, yeah. Of course. Here. Yeah, you're right. 4 months ago. He did have an amazing start to the season, and he is, generally speaking, a great goalkeeper in terms of like the points that he's bringing across. Gotta give that to him. But Jude, like, it seems like I'm the only person that ever won a Jude from under 23. That's crazy. I can see Hatma bottle against Vitesse, just a gut feeling. If they bottle together. I think we're gonna go full Feyenoord stack here initially. Who would you guys captain? Something tell... I mean, I like the percentage on my Getrauda, you know, because he has 32%. If I give him the captaincy, it's 52%. Nice manager seems a real deal. Learned a lot from this derby. Oh, okay. I didn't know he actually worked with him. I actually saw a little bit like a documentary or podcast, whatever, where Kevin Prince Boateng talked about the time he was at Sassuolo, where he played under De Zerbi, and he basically said like the guy was pure insanity. He was basically like Guardiola. Like, people are talking about Guardiola, they're talking about him as well. Like, in the training sessions, no smiles, no laughter, just work. After training session and stuff, everything's fine. You can have a good time. But during the training sessions, it's 150% each time. And he would tell players, like, during specific practices, if they stand like 10 centimeters wrong, he would actually call off everything, go to that person and say, you have to be here, not here, here. It's like the slightest difference. And then he would apparently explain to them, like, if you stand there, you can only pass the ball with your right foot when the pass comes to your feet. If you stand here, you can open up to the left and pass it. Like, really crazy stuff. And it doesn't surprise me that Brighton's midfielders are the ones that are doing extremely well in terms of their points. If you look at Pascal Gross, and then you also look at, where's the guy? Was it Solly March? Another one of their midfielders was doing extremely well as well. Not just Pascal Gross. Who was the other one? Was it actually Solly March? I think Solly March might have been the one. He was also on fire last season, wasn't he? Yeah, he had a period where he was doing really well, and then he seems like he got injured. But yeah, like, his midfielders, I guess he's drilling them into the ground. But yeah, let's go with this formation with the All-Star Super Air. We're going to go full Feyenoord. I think I'm going to captain Getrauda on this one. And then we're going to move on now into... Here's the thing. I could play Champion Europe Super Air, right? I could go Gatza. I could go Blind. I could go Brandt, Tsigankov, Schlotterbeck. What I don't feel comfortable with is possibly wasting the Dortmund boys in here. I feel like Girona are going to somewhat struggle against Sevilla at home. I think they're going to concede. They might still win, but I think they're going to struggle without Aleix Garcia dictating the game, taking set pieces, and just overall controlling the game. Aleix Garcia, if you guys don't know, has a red card. So I'm basically in a position where I'm not, like, comfortable. You do a Cap 240 SR team. That's always, like, one of my last resorts I go to. Cap 240 SR is, like, really low in terms of ranking for me when it comes to teams I want to be strong with, at least at the moment. I'm not really a threshold guy. I've never been. I don't know what it is. I'm not interested in winning thresholds, even though it's technically easier. I like winning cards, man. I like being up there in the podium places if I can. That's what I'm basically aiming for. But I think Champion Europe Rare Plus is the place where we could do some major damage. We could have Manuel Neuer. We could have Upamecano. We can have Julian Brandt, Leroy Sané, Schlotterbeck. I think this right here, if things go well, this could be huge. What do you guys think of that team? Finally, second Bundesliga is back, so Sorare is back for me. Do you only play second Bundesliga, bro? Is that what you play? Quinny, what's up? Hope all is well. Captain Upa. Upa has been good. But I think at home, I like the offensive output more. Let's see. Upa at home. What is this in the past 6 months? 61.7. He did have a couple of games. I mean, I don't want to get blinded by these recent games where he's been doing well. But then again, saying that, it's probably after the comeback of Neuer where he actually started to really do well as well. And initially at the beginning of the season, he wasn't that good. So 61.7 for Upa at home in the past, what, 6 months it was, right? And then Leroy Sané at home. Nah. It's Sané for me, bro. Sané at home is a different beast. He's just a different beast. And he takes set pieces as well. So I think Sané for me. I want to go for the 100 rather than going for the, you know, for the 80, 75. I want to go for the 100. I think this team would be amazing to put out there. So then moving on from that, All-Star Rare Plus. This is where we're going to have to play Gaza, Blind. And this is where I start to struggle. Because I personally don't necessarily think that these guys are going to do extremely well. So maybe I should play them with the guys that I feel like might not even play. Freue mich so auf die Game Week. Ich habe mir Ginter Super Rare und Vanitech Super Rare geholt für meine Gallery. Ich ein großes Invest. Ich weiß, sie performen direkt. So basically what Matty is saying is he bought Ginter Super Rare and Vanitech Super Rare. So he hopes that it all goes well for his gallery. Hey, good luck, man. I know most about second Bundesliga. That's why I've stuck to it, because I have most of knowledge there, is what Eternal Ball is saying. Guys, if you could keep it in English, that'd be much appreciated so that everyone else in the chat feels involved in our discussions as well. But I want you guys to go ahead and vote for me real quick. Do we put risky players in this lineup? No worries, Matty. I'm just saying, like, if you guys can, keep it in English so everyone around the world can understand what is going on. But, so the question now in the poll is, guys, do we go ahead and put the likes of Jude, Vinny, and Griezmann into this lineup to compile all of our risk into one team? Or do we use them in a different lineup where, like, we basically have to combine them with other players who are probably guaranteed to start and do well, possibly better, and they don't fit into my cap teams? That's my biggest issue. Like, cap 240, I can't make it happen. Got my 2 lineups planned. Planned out for America season. Pumped. Hey, America season is back. I think it's Mexico, isn't it? Why is Bellingham not set to start? So here's the issue. Just yesterday, they played against Atletico Madrid, lost 4-2. Jude and Vinny have once again played over 100-something minutes. And if we go into the fixtures here, Real Madrid are going to play on Sunday. Okay, that's against Almeria, a team they should technically beat quite easily. But if you go back to the other game that Real Madrid had against Barcelona, that's another matchup where these boys played most of the game. I'm kind of worried that they might not start. It worries me. What are the other options for this lineup? So I think what makes most sense would be Szymanski. It would be... it was Salah, but he's now injured too. Oh, God, I forgot about Salah's injury. It will probably be Jamal Musiala against Werder Bremen, where I remember he did really well against them previously, if I'm not mistaken. And then I probably would put in Kaduolu and then Captain Szymanski. I got bored and made your lineups on Sorare data. Thanks. So let's see what you guys said. Okay, so 77% of you guys, 75% of you guys have said yes, that I should put Jude, Vinny, and Griezmann in here. Okay. Let's end that poll then. Then the question becomes, Do we put these guys into Champion Europe Rare Pro? Or do we put them in here? What do you guys say? Mexico back last weekend, Argentina back end of January, MLS back end of February. It's good. It's good to have all these guys back because that will increase the cash payouts in the prize pools, if I'm not mistaken. And generally speaking, more stars and stuff in the All-Star regions. I can put this into Champion Europe Rare Pro. Let me see. Do I have other players to then run in Champion Europe Rare Pro? I don't think I do. Wait, did I already do? Oh yeah, I already did Champion Europe Rare Pro. Oh yeah, I did. Rare Plus. Sorry, I keep forgetting about the plus thing. I already have one of my strongest teams in there, so that could be All-Star Rare Plus. Then going into, what do we have left? Champion Europe Rare. Alisson, Grimaldo, Palacios. Oof, that's a tough one. Then we could use these boys in here. I mean, Leipzig is a tough matchup. I'd be worried for rotation at Real Madrid this weekend. I think Brahim Diaz probably starts over Jude Bellingham, as they have done it previously. This week seems like incredible matchups for you guys. It was the same last time around. And we got ourselves a tier 2 and a tier 3. So hopefully we can do the same this time. Maybe even better. But the Leipzig matchup kind of worries me. And after this, I only have cap teams to do. So I only have 4 lineups at the moment. Because I'm still waiting on ter Stegen to return. I'm still waiting on Chevalier to return and play. So I can't do more lineups than that. Is that the team then? So that could be my lineups. I'm really worried about the Jude situation. Jude, Vinny, Griezmann all into one. Will you ever go out and get a proper Bayern collection? No, I don't think I will. I'm just going to try and get these boys to the max level. Captain Jamal for me. Actually, you're right. Yeah, that's actually a good shout. I think Jamal is probably on a higher probability to do better there. You need like 1-2 super low cap rares so you can still fit in all your great cards and cap modes. The way I do cap mode at the moment is like this. Cap 240 rare. And I use a 0 L15 goalkeeper. And then I actually just put smashers in there. I mean, this is painful. Ferdi, Szymanski. Those boys have great matchups. I don't have another forwards. Oh. So that probably means I shouldn't be using these boys in Champion Europe Rare. Let's delete that. Let's go All-Star Rare. Alisson. Boskagli. Szymanski. Jamal. Ferdi. You know what? I like this. That's a good team. Hey, what's up, Pirate Press? So then we could go into... I'm not going to play Champion Europe then. Rare, at least. Not the Rare Plus. Then we could go do this. Possibly go full stack Leverkusen in here. And have 43 points left. Do I have anyone that has 43 points? I don't. Okay, so if I can't fit Palacios in, let's go Kirkju. That leaves me with 55 points. Curtis Jones against Bournemouth could be a big one. I could play like that. And then I'm going to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to captain Kirkju. I feel like he's been doing much better lately. I can borrow you a low L15 forward that I think will smash next week. I don't think loaning works. Abdullah, how you doing, man? Japan losing to Iraq in the Asian Cup for your information. Oh. Haven't Japan... I think Japan did win their last couple of games, though, didn't they? So in the Asia Cup, they won against Vietnam, won against Iraq, 1-0. Wait. No, they're not winning. It's just the 42nd minute. They're losing. And then they have Indonesia. They probably still should go through into the next round. Easily, right? This could work. What are we saying? So lineup scores 79, 85, 81, even though there's probably going to be rotational worries there. All-Star Rare, Cap 240 Rare, lined up 2. I really like the look of the All-Star Rare one as well. I think that's the better decision. In All-Star Rare Plus, do I just not play Jude, Vinny, and Griezmann? If I remove these guys from there. I always thought loaning cards with a fee added would be a great idea on Sorare, but people would just keep the cards when the loan is up. It would have to be some sort of smart contract that automatically returns it to you. But I don't think Sorare is going to do it. What do you think will win the Asian and Africa Cup? I think Asian one should be Japan. Africa, I have no clue, honestly. It's like top 2 and some third place teams through, so they'll be fine. Ah, okay. If I don't play Jude, Vinny, and Griezmann at all, which should be a criminal offense. Let me see. How much did Griezmann play? He did play into the extra time, didn't he? Yeah, Griezmann played the whole freaking game. Fuck. If I don't use those boys, I could go Kökçü, because pretty confident he's going to start. Viets, Grimaldo or Otamendi. Grimaldo is more decisive, likely. I could go like that. That could be something. That's the safer option where everyone is going to play. And then the question is, can I actually put together a Cap 240 team and maybe involve some of these guys in there? So Otamendi, Curtis Jones, Griezmann or Vinny. Who's more likely to play, chat? What do you think? Juju, what's up? Vinny played entire game. Jude and Griezmann as well. I think Griezmann is the one that is less likely to be rotated. I think I'll go Griezmann, and then I have 60 points left. Issue is, Palacios is 62. Oh my god, I don't actually have anyone. That's rough. That is rough. Yeah, I can't fit the boys in. I don't have any more. Yeah, Atletico is definitely more dependent on Griezmann than Real is on Vinny. Or, probably. I can't fit these guys in. It's basically like leaving them out completely. And if you guys remember, I left out Jude and Vinny one of these past game weeks against, I think it was the game against Barcelona. Jude, Vinny 96.4, Jude 79.2. No, sorry, I used Vinny. I didn't use Jude. That can be painful. I'm not too happy about Grimaldo in this lineup. I'll be completely honest. I think that's going to be one of the games where Leverkusen could drop points. Could get a cheeky Simon Kjær for this game week. He's so incredibly cheap. Yeah, I think I'm kind of stuck. So it's either this or... How the fuck? Oh yeah, I have the Cap 240 Super Rare to do still. Let's go second. I think I can do Cap 240 Super Rare, lads. So that could be a bit of fun. Can use Sene Lammens, Arisic. Nunez is supposed to play against West Brom at home. I think he's the one. Sigankov and then Tresoldi. Yeah, that would be my lineup for Cap 240 Super Rare. So we'd have 5 lineups here. I think the All-Star Rare Plus lineup won't win a reward, so maybe just risk it with Jude and such. Yeah, you might not be wrong. I think it really comes down to the clean sheet with Gazab. which I don't think is going to happen. But Gaza does have good AA games in him. 11.3. I could see a 50 plus from him. And it comes down to Blind, who's been ridiculous lately, by the way. Why did you abandon the under 23 teams? Thought it was your priority? It used to be until I saw how terrible under 23 super rare prize pools were or have become this season specifically. That's when I was like, okay, I'm going to wait until it actually becomes worth it to play again. Because if we just go into the rewards here, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So game week. Oh, sorry. Under 23 super rare. Polidio, Eco Lewis, Kovar. I mean, really? A guy that barely gets any playtime in first place. Game week 439. Now I understand not many teams played at that point, but still, it just doesn't feel worth it. First place, Keito Nakamura. L15. I mean, come on. This is what you're winning in under 23 super rare. Under 23 rare plus is going to once again become very important for me once Chevalier is back playing, because that's another place where I'm going to be putting all these players into. So I'm still waiting on under 23. I'm still going to be prioritizing under 23 rare plus, but this is awful. Like, for second place, you win Daniel Perez, who probably is not going to get any playtime unless he gets loaned. No one knows if he's going to be loaned out. He's the number 3 at Bayern Munich. Game week 437. You go in here. Under 23 super rare again. Badiashil. I think he also doesn't play consistently. It's like they're just giving out DMPs all over for the first place and stuff, man. That's just... There's literally zero incentive to play under 23 super rare. So when I look at that, I just thought, okay, I'm going to take away my under 23 plans and just shift across into Champion Europe, because that is what Sorare is trying to push the community towards, which they are going to probably reward the most. So I thought, let's just do that. You could fit the Real Boys in cap 270, and if they play in Smash, you can win with a 4-man lineup. I mean, I'm probably going to do it just so we actually have some utility for these boys. So I could go Otamendi, Jude. Actually, no, I don't think we can. Yeah, they don't even fit in here. So maybe we'll just rock Jude, Vinny, and then Palacios. And just use this as a throwaway lineup. I don't think I should captain Jude. I'm going to go Vinny on this one. And that's it. Kirkju after 18 games for Benfica, an average of 54.5. Yeah, but I think there's a clear path of like improvement in his game after this injury period that he's had. It seems like he's so much more settled. So I watched a couple of these Benfica games, and he seems to be just so much more involved, because Kirkju in the first part of the season at Benfica, he did not look the same, man. He did not look the same at all. But lately, I feel like they're giving him a lot more responsibility. He's taking part in the attacking play a lot more. I have high hopes with Kirkju moving forward for the rest of the season, especially with some of the signings that Benfica seems to be bringing in. It's not necessarily center midfielders or anything like that. They're going for players like Rolheiser and Prestiani, who if I'm not mistaken, I remember them as being wingers. That's the craziest throwaway lineup I've ever seen. So that was the first draft, where I had the Real Madrid boys next to the Bayern boys, which gave me a 91 score. Would have been fun. Champion Europe Rare Plus consisted of the Leverkusen boys alongside the Girona defensive stack. Allstar Rare was this with Joey Veerman in there. So this draft is definitely not going to be working out. So let's delete that. There are just too many DMPs in there already. And then we'll go to the second one, which is probably going to be the ultimate one that we're going to put out there, which could turn out interesting. My highest hope with this lineup, with these lineups, I would say is in Champion Europe Rare Plus. I think that's going to be the most fun one. Please tell me they play at the same time. That would be amazing. They both play Saturday. Dortmund plays. Bayern doesn't play. When does Bayern play? Bayern plays Sunday. That would have been fun, man. That's another thing that I'm looking forward to, like having all my German players play at the same time. So what would you guys rate these lineups from 1 to 10? Ignore the cap teams. Focus on the ones that I would say focus on the upper 3 lineups here. What would you give these? 2-0 Iraq. Oh, wow. Okay. That's quite interesting to see Japan struggle that much. So if Iraq is beating Japan 2-0, they probably would beat Germany 8-0 or something. That's just simple maths, right? Vinny has only ever been benched without playing a minute twice in 3 years at Real Madrid. Hey, Jonathan coming in with the stats. I love that. Saturday, I will watch 3 of my super rares in the lineup stadium with Ginter, Baumann, Stach. Yes, that's sick, man. I was able to watch Julian Brandt play against PSG. I think he actually did have... And I also saw Schlotterbeck, but at the time I didn't own him. But Julian Brandt against PSG, 68.4. I was loving that. That was fun to watch. Predictions for Germany in Euro 24 with Neuer back in goal. And some of the defenders on actual good form. I would love to see at least a quarterfinal, man. It's at home, you know. The tournament is happening at home. All in the same lineup, so hoping for a 0-0. Which hurts as a Freiburg fan. Oh, you're hoping against your team. All right, well, I'd say those are the teams that we're going to put in. So let's start putting them in, lads. I'm Scottish, so hoping both of us go through. Let's do it. So Allstar super rare. Let me actually check the prize pool. I just want to see what's in there. Okay, so first to get a tier 1. Verbruggen, Karnesecki, Openda, Osimhen, Amardashvili, Vifa, Remiro, Nico Williams, Arda Güler is in there. Elkanos, Garnacho, Højlund, Cherki is still in there. Okay. I gotta say, the players lower down the list. Liam Scales, for example. Theo Hernandez, Hansko. Those are the ones that you want to get. James Madison. Alvaro Valles. There are so many good players. In All-Star Super Rare, the prize pool I actually really like. But sadly, they just seem to distribute the wrong players too many times. But yeah, that's a really nice pool. So let's put these guys in there. Stach does well no matter what I feel like. Yeah, he does. Arena ticket available. Oh, I'm ready for the week, man. For Rivals, that should be a fun one as well. I'm just going to try and get my win streaks going, my stacks. Check out Holtby and you looking for an insane player. He plays in the second Bundesliga. Just look at his stats. Plays out of his mind. Lewis Holtby? Is he doing well again? Is he back? The former Hamburg player. He's 33 now. Oh my god. Why was he doing so bad previously and now he's like on fire? GG's. He's doing well. So it was Justin, Getrauda, Timber, Santi, and then Hartmann. Defensive stack. Oh boy. It could go extremely well or it could be infuriating as fuck. Because Kiel is smashing it, yeah. Let's go. Who did we pick? Getrauda, as always. 52% boost. Let's go. And then we're going to go do the cap 240 super air while we're here. That was Senne. That was Barisic. Marcelinho Nunez. Where is he? There he is. Tsigankov. And then we're going to use... I have 60 points. Wow. I could technically throw Barrios in there. Maybe Atletico rotates a little bit, but I don't see him playing full 90 yet. Zerouki. Javi Guerra could play against Athletic Bilbao, but no. I'm going to go to Rizaldi. I'm going to go 2 forwards because if they get decisives, that makes a big difference. By the way, just randomly saw there's a cheap high-level Milner for your Liverpool connection on the market. I do realize that it's Milner though, but might be useful for random Cap 240 shouts. I think when it comes to my Liverpool collection, yeah, I'm right where I want to be, 3%. I don't think I'm ever going to go up to 4. I'm very happy with 3. But thank you for the shout, man. I can see here, Van Dijk, 341. Robertson, 98. Milner, 13 euros. You know what, bro? Let me buy that with my cash wallet, please. Ah, fuck's sake. Because I have 43 euros there. I thought, oh, might as well utilize it. Anyone else? Nah. What a shame. That would have been actually kind of cool. I didn't know. I still have those 43 euros. I thought that could be quite useful. But hey, thanks for trying. I got a 4-man Kiel stack with him and Marcel Hartel, who's the best player. Yeah, he is. Hope for some rewards. Good luck, man. Let's do Champion Europe Rare Plus. That's the one where I have most of my hopes. Neuer, Upamecano, Julian Brandt, and Leroy Sané, and my boy, Schlotty. Leroy for the win. 80 plus. Easy. Before the boost. All-Star Rare. Decided to go a different route on this one without Veerman. Alisson Becker. Oskagli. No Veerman, no Jude. Payne. Szymanski. Who was the guy that I used? Jamal, of course, Jamal. Golden Boy. Best looking card in the game. Anna, how you doing? Nice to see you. Let's keep it in English though, please. And then we used who as the extra? Ferdi, of course. I did sell Livakovic, just so you guys know. For now, I'm going very Champion Europe heavy. So we'll do that. Skip these ads. Stop giving people ads, please. And then we had the All-Star Rare Plus. Yes, All-Star Rare Plus. Most important ones as a collection bonus. GG. So All-Star Rare Plus. Gaza. Berlint. It sucks to not have my boy Aleix, man. What did we use? Kirkju. Wirtz. Grimaldo. If I truly believe that Grimaldo is not going to do as well, I was thinking maybe using Palacios, but just realized that Palacios, that he wouldn't fit into the cap there, Grimaldo. We're just going to go with the off chance that he actually gets a decisive, which he does plenty. 9.5 bonus on him as well. Wow, I have a very high XP team here with the rares. 9, 9.5, 13%. Who did I want to captain? Let's go Wirtz. Let's go attack. See how that goes. And then we're going to utilize Cap 270 rare. Testegen, come back, please. Adrian San Miguel. Actually, no. Let's use Eleri Balcombe. Maybe one day he gets a move. Otamendi. No Trent as well, bro. No Trent. Palacios. Vinny. Jude. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, that was the team I used. Cap 270, yeah. And then we're going to captain Vinny. Right? Yeah, I'm going to captain the attacker. See how things go. Confirmed. So, lineups are in, right? So, All-Star Super Rare is the same. Captain is the right one. Cap 240 Super Rare is the same. Champion Europe Rare Plus, yep. All-Star Rare, yep. Szymanski, All-Star Rare Plus, looking good. Okay. So, with all that being done, I want to thank you guys. Kann ich virtual letztes Spiel nicht in der Startelf besser als Kapitän? I think Robert Wirtz was basically rested for the Leipzig game. That's what people were saying. Gift Orban to Lyon. Any thoughts? I'm actually really excited for him. I think he does well there. He can also speak French, so that could work really well for him. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I think Quinny and the boys are currently doing a deadline. What is it called? Deadline day show. Go ahead and watch that one after this. Have a good one, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. Hopefully, we'll be winning again, just like last time when we did the lineups on stream. Catch you then. Bye-bye. Peace.